Hey sweeties, I'm gonna share with you what I eat in a day to get enough iron on my vegan diet. Turns out that I did not have to go far out of my way to get enough iron. It was just in the simple foods that I eat every single day. I kept track of the iron that I ate today, and it turns out that it is more than the recommended daily value, which is kind of exciting. So keep watching if you want to see how I easily get enough iron in a day, and then we'll also talk more about how important iron is and how you can avoid deficiencies on a plant-based vegan diet. Let's get started with breakfast. This morning I made creamy and delicious teff porridge in the Instant Pot. It reminds me of a heartier version of cream of wheat. Teff is a whole grain from East Africa with a nutty taste. If you've ever had Ethiopian food, then you've had their flatbread, injera, which is made with teff. Teff is a rich source of iron, calcium, fiber, and protein. A third cup of raw teff has 4 milligrams of iron. I'll link to this recipe in the description box. Cooking teff in the Instant Pot is best, but I do have a recipe for doing it on the stove, but it just takes a little longer and it can burn easily. I season the teff with soy milk, which has 0.8 milligrams of iron, maple syrup, and cinnamon, and I top it with a tablespoon of flaxseed, giving me 0.4 milligrams of iron, along with 2 tablespoons of pecans, 0.3 milligrams of iron, and chopped mango, which gave me 0.3 milligrams of iron before I ate it, and it was so good. Another breakfast that I eat even more often than teff porridge is good old oatmeal. 1 cup of oatmeal contains 13 milligrams of iron. That is totally crazy. It's so much, and it is so easy to eat and make oatmeal. Like, everybody eats oatmeal, so that's an easy way to get enough iron. I just want to say that iron deficiencies are very serious and very common. So if you think you have one, make sure to go to the doctor and get your blood work done. Don't take your advice from a YouTube video. This video is only meant to show you what foods have iron in them and what I personally little old me eat to get enough iron. But I'm not you and you're not me, so make sure to get your blood work done if you think you have an iron deficiency, and talk to your doctor about how to mitigate that issue, okay? There are 2 types of iron, heme iron and non-heme. Heme iron is the type of iron you get from eating animals. We're animals, we have heme iron. If you eat another animal, you're getting that same type. And heme iron, because it's coming from another animal, is more absorbable in your body versus non-heme iron, which is the type that comes from plants. Everything I'm eating today is non-heme iron. Now, it is true that non-heme iron can be harder to absorb than heme iron. Your body might not absorb as much, so some experts recommend that vegans and vegetarians eat a little bit more, 1.8 times what the general omnivorous public might be getting. There are ways, however, to absorb more of your non-heme iron when you're eating vegan. Turns out that nutrients like beta carotene and especially vitamin C help your body absorb more iron. So how do we do that? It's kind of simple. Just make sure that you're eating a wholesome, balanced, plant-based diet, that you're eating plenty of fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and legumes, and nuts and seeds every day. I know I sound like a broken record because I say that same thing every single video, especially every what I eat in a day video, but trust me, I have been vegan since 2011. The reason I am so healthy, the reason I am energetic and don't have any deficiencies and all these things is because I really take that serious. I do not count calories, I don't count protein, don't count iron, only for this video, and it turns out that despite not worrying about any of this stuff, by just eating a real whole food plant-based diet, I'm getting everything I need. So just remember that, and it's pretty easy. So let's go over to lunch. Now I will admit, I'm so busy and I didn't make anything fancy for lunch today. I was gonna do like pasta salad, but let's just be honest. Like most of the time for lunch, I just eat leftovers, and today I had leftover rice and beans and roasted cauliflower. But once I was eating it, I was like, first I was just having it as a snack, and I'm thinking, oh, I'm gonna have to make something more exciting for this video because this is boring. But I was like, no, I'm gonna be honest. How much iron is in this meal? Beans are a great source of iron, which I did know, but I ate it with white rice. I never ever eat white rice. Today, I just had white rice. I don't know why I made it the other day, but I did. And there's less iron in white rice than brown rice, so I would usually eat brown. Unless you're eating a fortified or enriched white rice, which I don't buy those things, and roasted cauliflower. All in all, I ended up with 5 milligrams of iron in this leftover meal that I just grabbed out of the refrigerator and threw in the microwave for 30 seconds. Oh my goodness, I was so pleased, and it just goes to show that it is easier than even I thought to get enough iron on a vegan diet. But in my little leftover meal, I ended up getting 4.3 milligrams of iron. Way more than I expected, especially because this was just a random leftover lunch that I pulled out of the refrigerator. But it just goes to show that getting enough iron can be easier than you thought on a vegan diet. Vitamin C is one of the most essential nutrients to help with the absorption of iron. So vitamin C is in fruits and vegetables. Again, eat a varied, healthy, plant-based diet and you will get all the nutrients you need. So for me, I eat fruit. When I went to tennis this morning, and I always take an apple with me because it is the easiest little snack to eat on the go in the car when I'm driving home. So I had an apple in the car. The apple that I ate today had 0.3 milligrams of iron. I also love eating dried fruit, specifically figs. Figs are my favorite dried fruit. Like bar none, they're not too sweet. I like the little crunch on the inside. And for the figs that I ate, I got 0.3 milligrams of iron. Doesn't sound like a lot, but turns out that it adds up throughout the course of a day. And if you guys have been watching my videos, you know how much I love almonds, especially tamari almonds. I recently shared this recipe, oh, and it is so good, in a previous video, which I will link to down below. I'll link directly to the recipe as well. But tamari almonds, they're crunchy, they're salty, they're umami, and it turns out that almonds are a great source of iron as well. In the 1/4 cup of tamari almonds that I ate, I got 1.5 milligrams of iron. And all that fruit that I ate today, the mango for breakfast, the apple for my snack, the figs for my snack, they're all rich in vitamin C, which will help my body absorb the iron from the other foods that I ate. Now we will move on to dinner. I'm making one of my favorite foods. Oh my goodness, lentil salad. I shared this recipe in a video before. I will link it down below. This is not a recipe I created on my own, but it is probably my favorite recipe in the world, one of at least. This lentil salad is full of fresh herbs. It's got dates in it, which are also a really good source of iron. And it's got an amazing pungent, super delicious dressing. I like to eat this lentil salad in a larger salad, like with massaged kale, or sometimes I like to serve it over avocado toast for an even heartier, open-faced sandwich type of meal. It's so delicious. So make sure you check out the recipe for that. I will link all the recipes in this video down below. I'll even link to my rice and beans recipe, which is so simple. For dinner tonight, I got around 7.2 to 7.5 milligrams of iron. Lentils are a fantastic source of iron. They're a fantastic source of all the important nutrients, your minerals, great source of plant-based protein, and they're just a perfect food. I love lentils, so I try to eat them at least 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times a week. They're the best. So I think I'm doing pretty good. So the last thing I ate and the last thing I consume every night is a turmeric latte. That is my nightcap. Turmeric lattes are made with soy milk, which is a good source of iron, turmeric powder. I sweeten it with a little bit of agave, and it is super anti-inflammatory, absolutely delicious, and it helps calm my body down so that I can fall asleep. I drink a turmeric latte an hour before bed every night, sometimes more than an hour before, but I do drink one every day, and I love them. It's a ritual that I have. It's like making coffee in the morning. I make my turmeric latte at night. The turmeric latte that I drank had 1.6 milligrams of iron. All in all, I got around 20 milligrams of iron today. Now, I didn't do a perfect exact estimation. I was using like some tools on the internet, but I got at least 20 milligrams because I didn't include just like, for example, I had like a little bit extra helping of my teff porridge this morning, and I had a little bit more than a quarter of a cup of tamari almonds, and so things like that. I didn't even bother tracking, but just you can see I got plenty of iron today, y'all. I'm doing fine, I'm doing good. And now you know what foods are rich in iron. But this isn't it. There's a wide, wide world of plant-based foods that are rich in iron and so many other nutrients. But remember, when you're eating a healthy diet, you want to focus on eating plenty of vegetables, plenty of fruit, plenty of whole grains, legumes like beans and lentils and peas, nuts and seeds. If you're allergic to nuts, you can eat the seeds. So there's something for everyone. And then healthy fats. So healthy fats are not oils, but avocados, olives, tahini, nuts and seeds, whole food sources of fat, because those are rich in vitamin E and so many other important nutrients, and even healthy fats like omega-3 fatty acids that are essential for brain and heart health and total body wellness. So that's how I eat. That's how you get enough iron on a vegan diet. I told y'all it's possible. But more importantly, I just want to reiterate that if you have any issues with iron or you suspect you do, speak to your doctor and follow their advice. But now at least you know what you could be eating to get more iron in your diets.